Hello, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, depending on the time you're watching this. My name is YEWANDE ADEKOYA. I'm a management consultant and a business coach. This is Reality Check with YEWANDE. And on Reality Check with YEWANDE, we talk business, we talk with SMEs, how, small and medium scale businesses can build their businesses properly and what to do, how to face their challenges, help them to build their businesses so that they can live through their 5 years, because research has shown that within 5 years, if you don't build the business properly, the business could go under. So we'll talk about all the challenges that you can face and how, all the resources that you need to do well in your business, no matter the kind of business that you are in. And also we help those that would like to become entrepreneurs, business people, and you don't have any idea about it. This is a platform to come to. Okay, so share this with someone. Reality Check with YEWANDE comes up every week. And today we're going to be talking about something that is very important topic that has to do with fear. In our business, in our lives, so many things are hanged on to this particular subject, fear. And most of the time the fear is not from outside, it's not from what people, it's all within. It's a battle within, and the battle within affects your business. The battle within affects everything around you. And so I decided to come talk about it. We'll be talking about it for 2 weeks, and we need to know, because this fear sometimes is as a result of our background and it's a result of the experiences that you have had. Maybe you had an experience one time and then you decided to just hold on to that as well. Okay, so and what is fear? Fear is just what's that definition that we say? False evidence appearing real, as in there's really nothing, it is just in your mind. Fear is just something that is formed up in your mind that stops you from getting to where you want to. With fear, you can't do anything. A lot of people will plan. You know what is right. You know everything. In fact, you can be the coach to a lot of people, but you are just not taking that decision. Fear paralyzes. Fear does not allow you to move on. Fear just holds you back. It stops you from taking positive, actions. And so it is very key that we talk about this, because like I said, most of the time you are the one with the fear. Nobody out there, everybody can believe in you, but if you have that fear, you will not be able to do anything. So it is very, very key that we take a look at this fear again, and that what are the effects that this fear can have on us. So why do we need to overcome fear? Because nobody can say I don't have fear. I remember that even in the Bible, Joshua, when God was going to take the children of Israel to the promised land, God was telling him, do not be afraid. Do not be afraid, be courageous. That means that everybody, one way or the other, has one form of fear in us, in them. The fear is always there, and it's part of the tools that, the devil is always using to draw us back. I'll say that because so many times you just see someone that has so much potential and the person is not tapping into it. It's because of the fear that the person has, maybe from the experience they has had and everything like that. Okay, so I say that fear paralyzes someone, paralyzes a strong person, paralyzes someone that can do better. This person can do better. This person has the ability, he has everything, but he just does not believe in himself. And that fear that, something can happen, can paralyze the person, and the person will not do anything. So it just incapacitates you. You don't have the ability to move. You are, and I also say stagnation. So when you can't move forward, you are stagnated. You just stay there. You stay there. Sometimes it's even the comfort zone. We talk about the comfort zone. Maybe you have been doing something and you are good at it. You don't want to move forward because you are afraid. You are afraid of something. You don't want to move on, so you are stagnated. You are in one place, and you are meant to, you know, expand. You are meant to grow. You are not meant to be in one place for too long. Your business needs to grow. You need to grow as well as a person. Okay, remember, we're really focusing on business people, but fear has, you know, a major issue to play in that. If you don't believe in yourself, there's nothing that you can do. Your business will be there. People will be telling you, we want to do this with you, we want to do this with you, but you will just not take that action. Okay, inability to achieve. So you have planned along with the people, you have everything, but the fear just holds you back. Fear just holds us back from moving forward. And I've realized that I'm an entrepreneur as well, and you know, the ones you can overcome fear, there's no limit. There's nothing that can stop you except you. So we're talking about how to overcome fear, and so I've broken it down to you why you need to overcome fear. So I will tell you the type of fear. If you are bold enough, you can write it out, your kind of fear, what you think is the issue with you. See, there's no, on my on reality check, we don't do perfection. I have my fears. People have fears. If you say you don't have fears, you are deceiving yourself. But the ability to walk and overcome it is what we're talking about. So if you're bold enough to say your own kind of fear, fine. As we go along, let's see. And also, if you have had that fear and how you're able to overcome it, please drop the comment. Please drop your contribution as well. It will be welcome. And so the first kind of fear, based on my research and study, is the fear of failure. Fear of failure. Everything is in place just for you to take a move. It's in your head that this can fail. You have not even started. You know, you've already started thinking that this fear, this business, what if it does not work? What if it does not do this? What if this does not? You are already having that fear inside of you. And so that is a major issue. Fear of failure. A lot of people are, you know, are being held bound because of fear of failure. Failure hasn't come. And we'll be talking about, you know, how to deal with it. But just for me to drop this is that the worst that will happen is that the person will fail, but you will learn from it. There's nothing like irreversible mistake or irreversible fear. That is a lie. If you don't take that decision, if you prayed about it and you know, you decided you go ahead. Whatever happens is for good. All things work together for good. So that fear of failure, you need to remove it because it's only in your mind. The battle is in your mind. Something happened to me yesterday, which, you know, I was afraid. I was supposed to have a program. Something went wrong. I was afraid that it wouldn't go well. But I still went ahead at the end of the day. Guess what? A lot of feedback. Thank you so much. In fact, till today, I'm still getting that feedback. If I had followed that fear, I wouldn't have done that yesterday. It's all in our mind. Sometimes it's a mind game. You know, the battleground is, you know, the mind is a serious battleground. You are the one that can stop yourself. Fear of failure is the one that the first one. Fear of failure. The second one is fear of unknown. You are in a particular, and this happens to those that are in comfort zone. You are in a particular job, you are in a particular level, you are in a particular place. That is the one that is comfortable to you, the environment that you are. You don't want to move to another environment. You don't want to leave that job. You don't want to leave that place. You don't want to leave the level you are in because of unknown, fear of the unknown. Fear of the unknown. See, you don't know, even to where you are, you don't know tomorrow. So the earlier you do away with that fear, the better. What even the ones you think you know, you don't know tomorrow. So that fear of unknown holds us back. And we need to just look at everything. You always, I was saying it yesterday as well in that training, human beings are meant to move forward. God created us to move forward in life. Once you have achieved, just like a married couple, you're two initially, then you start having kids, you start expanding. The same thing for every area of our lives. You cannot say, I'm okay with this stage of my life. Once you say, I'm okay with this stage of my life, then there's a fear. You're afraid of something. And as we go along, you can see whichever fear it is that has to do with you. Fear of unknown. You don't have to know everything from the beginning. You don't have to know, like there was one thing I heard, that you just need to start. Once you are sure of your starting, you have the vision, you write it, and you keep going. Fear of the unknown can hold people down. Then people are in their comfort zone, they are relaxed. But the worst thing is that comfort zone, you know, things can happen. things can happen. Like I had a part of the training I was talking about yesterday, a lady approached me and said, I've been told I've been laid off at my work. You know, and then she had fear all along. She wanted to move to something else. She couldn't until now that she has been laid off. Has the fear come to pass now? She should have taken steps. But I was always there. I was there to tell her that it's better late than never. So that fear of unknown is just there. Nobody knows tomorrow. Most of the people taking decisions are people that are just taking their decision, deciding to move on because, you know, they just have that faith. Okay, so you need to have that faith. Another kind of fear is fear of change, which also, again, some people can say fear of unknown, fear of change. And you know, change is the only constant thing in life. You must be ready for change. Anybody that is ready for change, it will be uncomfortable. It will be uncomfortable initially, but you will adjust. Take, for example, the pandemic that came. A lot of people, even till today, are still finding it difficult to adjust. Because people's businesses had to change to online, change to another area of business and all that. But the inability, that fear of if I change, I don't know what is holding people down, but change, fear of change is one of the major things based on my research that is holding people down. Change, and change is the only constant thing. Make up your mind. You must be adaptable. You must be ready to move. If it has to do with change and learning things that you need to learn again, fear of change has to be overcome. Okay, another one is fear of other people's disapproval. Fear of other people's disapproval. Just today again, you know, every day, and I'm grateful to God that because this is my calling, helping others, you know, to get the best out of them. This is what God has sent me to do, and I'm so excited that I get to touch lives almost on a daily basis. So I was talking to, you know, someone today, and you know, she doesn't want a child to go to do a particular subject and all that, and the child was afraid, you know, because her mother will not approve. And then she approached me, and you know, fear of disapproval. And I said, you know, sometimes growing up for us, that fear, especially in the Africa where I'm streaming from, where we grew up from, a lot of us want people's approval. You know, people, you know, a lot of respect. We need to respect our elders. We need to carry people along. People have to believe in you and all that. And so when you are taking a step, maybe you have already decided that this is what you want, and then you're not sure. In fact, most of the time you think people will disapprove. It holds you back. Meanwhile, you are the one that has the vision that has been given to you. Everyone has a vision. Everyone has something inside of them that God has put you. We were put on this earth for a purpose. Each person has their own purpose. And people might find it difficult to understand your purpose. But you know, they don't have to approve of you. You are an adult. You can get advice. But don't let fear of other people's approval hold you back. Disapproval, sorry. You know, eventually they will understand. They don't have to approve it. They don't have to approve you. You have to know that this world, if you decide you want to please people every time, you will not move forward. Fear of other people disapproving is holding us back. It's paralyzing you from moving forward. Are they paying your bills? Are they going to live that life for you? Some other people, you know, you are looking at, they don't even know that you are thinking of that. People are struggling. Everybody has their own fears. People are struggling with their own fears. And you are afraid that they will not approve of you. Even if they don't approve, what does that do to you? It just holds your business back. You are the one with the vision. Like again, you cannot want to be like other people. You just have to be the best you. And if other people don't approve of the best you, well, that is their own business. You face your own business. Okay, it is very, very important that we know that. So today, like I said, we're talking about fears, and we realize that there's so many kind of fears, and you need to identify your own fear. Because most of these fears are self-inflicted. It is you that will say, I can do this. It is you that will say, who will send me? Is it my type that they are looking for? Am I the one that will do it? Why am I the only one in this community? You know, everything is all inside of you, and you need to know that you can be better. It is this fear that holds us back. Another one is fear of rejection. This happens to a lot of people, a lot of salespeople, a lot of people that share their ideas and all that. So it's different from people's disapproval. That one is holding you back. You don't want to go ahead. But this one is, you don't want to do it because if you go ahead and present your business or present it to somebody, people will reject you. And that is the fear. It's only in your mind. Most of the time, even if they reject, that's fine. The person is not rejecting you. The person is rejecting that situation. You don't even know, maybe they don't have that money that time. They don't have something. So the fear of rejection is holding you from doing what you want to do. And meanwhile, there are a lot of people that are just waiting for you to open your mouth and say it. But because you are afraid of the rejection, like I always say, especially in also in my line of business, which is network marketing, another line that I am, it's a thing of numbers. 9 people will reject you, but you only need 1 acceptance. And if you focus on the rejection, that acceptance you will not get. And meanwhile, some people focus on the rejection and then it paralyzes their business. So it is very, very important that we know that fear of rejection is nothing. It's all in your mind. People are not rejecting you. They are rejecting the business. They are rejecting what you have to offer. And it's okay. I don't think your business should be for everyone. Your business should be to some particular kind of people. People might not be ready at that particular time. Because of our time, I'll just mention 2 more of the fears. Okay? Fear of losing control. Fear of losing control. So this is for people that are very control-centric. You know, you want everything to be intact. You want everything to be proper. You want everything to be done in the right way. But moving forward will take the fear out, will take control out of your hands. Other people will be involved in your life. You don't have to depend on other people and all that. My people, it is very, very important that if you're going to move forward, you need to know that you cannot do it by yourself. You cannot do it alone. You need to begin to believe in other people. So that fear of losing control, you cannot have control of everything. You can't. You need to believe and begin to expand. You need to believe more in people. Some will disappoint you, fine. But you cannot have control of everything. And so fear of losing control makes you want to stay and say, I want to stay in my little corner. Because in my little corner, I can control the little things that I have. No. You must want to expand. That is what an entrepreneur must be. An entrepreneur will always want to expand, always want to impact people's lives. Once you perfect a particular stage, you move to the next stage. And fear of losing control can hold you down. The last one that I will be throwing today is fear of success. Fear of succeeding. It is a fear for some people. Some people know they can do it, but they just say, how will it be? I might not be able to handle this success. I might be too, the whole world. Or the whole world's eyes will now be on me. I will be this, I will be that. Fear of succeeding. It is a fear for some people. Because they're just, they just don't want that eyes on them. They don't know what will happen if they succeed. They don't know what will happen if they have so much money. They are all just fears in your mind. All these ones, they are just within the mind. It is a battle you need to deal with. All within the mind. And I'll be providing solutions to how you can deal with this, because some people cannot move forward in their business. Some people cannot move forward in their lives because of these fears. It is very, very important that you are identifying the fear that you have. So I might not have mentioned your own kind of fear, but we all have one fear or the other that we are battling with. And the first thing is to be able to identify the fear that you have. The more you deny it, the more you know that even you cannot overcome it. What you are able to identify is what you are able to discuss, is what you are able to work on, and is what you are able to overcome. So the first thing is to be able to identify the fear that you have. And what do I need to do to move out of it? Okay, it is very, very key that you look at that. And next week I'm going to be talking about how we look at it. You can send your own fear, put in your own your comments. I have fear of this, I have fear of this. How can we overcome it? Let's talk about it. Okay, so because of that, I'll just leave that there, and so that we can now talk about how we can overcome this fear by next week in the next session. So I've listed out the fear of failure, fear of unknown, fear of change, fear of other people's disapproval, fear of rejection, fear of losing control, and fear of succeeding. Which one is your fear? Or if yours is not here, put it in. Let's say you need to identify. That's the first stage. because a lot of people are not moving forward in their business, in their lives, because of this fear. Not because of any other person, because of the battle that is going on inside of them. These are all fears within. All fears within. And because of that, you can't take any step. Because of that, you can't move forward. Because of that, you are stagnated. Because of that, inability to do exploit, to achieve all that you have written down. I tell you, some people have nice plans, and that's where it stops. They are afraid to take action just because of this fear. Okay, I hope you will join me next week when we're going to be talking about how to overcome this fear. But today is for you to know that fear paralyzes, and for you to identify the fear that you have and that you can overcome this fear. Be bold, be courageous. That is what God told Joshua, because he had fear as well. He was just saying it. Be afraid. Do not be afraid. So saying that I have fear of this is not a sign of weakness. You need to know. You need to know what is holding you back and what will not let you move forward. That is how the first deliverance can come, and then you can move forward. Thank you for joining me. I hope you got value from this. Please share it with anyone that you think might have, might need this, especially for their business. And also you can put in your contribution. You can reach out to me. You can DM me. If you can't put it directly on the comment, you can send me a DM and I'll be willing to respond to you. My name is YEWANDE again. I'm a management consultant and a business coach, and I help people's businesses to move to another level. I'll see you next week. Bye.